Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm not wearing any lipstick because I thought we'd try on some new lipsticks. Oh, I'm so excited. This is the new holiday set from Sephora. It's the Give Me More Lip. Now, I know I said I was not going to buy any more of these lip kits. And then I saw it and it's full of beautiful red and nude shades and I'm like, ah, and I couldn't help myself. It also has one of my all-time favorite lipsticks, and I haven't had this lipstick in more than like 5 or 6 years, but if you happen to go back in my lipstick playlist to like many moons ago, you'll find this shade in there. Okay, I'm not gonna recommend that. I won't even link it for you, but it has 3 full-size lipsticks. I guess there's a gloss, there's a liquid lipstick, and a full-size bullet lipstick. And then there are 5 other sample sizes. I feel like it's a really good mix. Oh, I haven't cut the tape yet. Give me a sec. I was all trying to be cool and pulling out the little drawer here. And it was like, denied, not today. All right, so now we can pull the drawer out. Oh, look how beautiful they are. They're so pretty. This is neither here nor there with lipstick, but I just fluffed my hair, I think, to my detriment. So if my hair is a little more, that was my fault. I shouldn't have done it. All right, so let's start with the nudes. Because I'm gonna be swatching all of these. I'll swatch them for you on my hand. I'll also put them on my lips. It's a little bit easier to start off with the nudes and then move into the reds because sometimes those stain and they influence the color. So let's start with, this one looks really interesting. This is from Patrick Ta. This is the Monochrome Moment Silky Lip Cream in She's Independent. So I don't know whether this is like a liquid lipstick or whether this is, it says a silky lip cream, so it sounds more like glossy, but it's not a gloss. I don't know. Smells minty. Has one of those little teardroppy shaped applicators. This is one of the 3 full size in this kit. It's very opaque. This is actually a lot prettier. With the first swipe, I was like, oh no, I don't like these colors of nudes. And actually, I kind of like it. I feel like I might like it more if I didn't feel like this lip color was almost an exact duplicate of the same shade I have on my eyes. It's very close. If you're going for a monochromatic look, this would do you definitely for sure. But this has a very slight, like on a scale of 1 to 10, like maybe a 1.5 minty feel on it. Just enough to make you go, wait, is it kind of tingling? And maybe the longer I have it on, the more I'm feeling that tingling, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not like overwhelming. It does have a slight mint scent to it. And the texture of this, I've never tried any Patrick Ta. I've been wanting to, and I haven't. It doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel particularly sticky. It doesn't feel slippy on the lips. It's definitely not a gloss. But this one's interesting, and I can see this shade being one that I would most likely like maybe pair with a brighter lip liner or maybe a red and kind of bring me to some sort of a muted berry moment in the middle, something between the two. This seems more like something I would cocktail with other shades unless I was going specifically for this nude. I usually like pinky nudes. This one's more neutrally, even slightly, almost like a hint of a yellow undertone. It's not a bad thing. It's just not my usual nude vibe, but it is very pretty and it's comfortable on the lips. Now, I don't know how long it would wear this way. I'll have to get back to you on that. But I actually am excited about this. The next lipstick I wanted to try is from NARS. This is their Satin lipstick in the shade Tolede. I don't have as many NARS lipsticks as I used to have. I used to have quite a few. Oh no, this is a pretty color. I like this. All right, so last year I got the NARS little tiny mini duos. They're here somewhere. They were the Audacious lipsticks. There was a red and there was kind of a brownie nude. I feel like this is a gorgeous color. This is their Satin lipstick. It's not the Audacious formula, but this is definitely a color that I can see myself reaching for because it's not quite like your nudie nude. Is there even, that should be like a shade name, shouldn't it? But it feels like it has enough warmth to it where it brings some color to the face, and it would be a good one to wear. Like, I feel like it really complements the eye look I have on today. It has a pretty kind of corally undertone to it, and I can see why they put it in this set. I've been excited to try this when I knew it was coming in the set. This is the Stunna Lip Paint from Fenty Beauty, and this is the shade Unbuttoned. I particularly like the packaging. I've always thought these are really pretty. And it does have kind of, you probably have already seen these, but that kind of interesting, almost hourglass shaped doe foot with a flat end. It's definitely not a nude I would reach for unless I was mixing it with some other things. It's also really liquidy, and I feel like this is not one you want to let dry outside of your lip line. I can already feel this drying down on my lips, and this is not my favorite lip formula. This would be something I would be interested in pairing with, I'd probably start by adding a layer of my Laneige lip sleeping mask, putting on a liner, like blotting most of the mask off, putting on a liner, and then putting this on top. Because if I don't have a layer of hydration under like long wear lipsticks, they definitely can be a little bit more uncomfortable. This is definitely starting to dry down. It's a very nude. It has kind of like a soft peachy look to it, but because my lips, it's the end of the day, and I haven't been wearing like a super hydrating lip mask all day. I've been wearing just a regular lipstick. This, in just a few short minutes here, has definitely, I can see where it's settled into the creases of my lips. I don't know if you can see that. And it's looking rather dry. So knowing that I have dry lips and that I need moisture, this would not be the thing that I instantly reach for. I've heard they last really well and they last all day. I go into this knowing I'm not a liquid lipstick person. The Patrick Ta had enough moisture to it. Maybe that would be great over this. I don't know. I'm gonna try this Melted Matte from Too Faced. This one's called Sellout. I think the color is definitely one that I'm going to like. I just know this formula is not one that I reach for. Oh yeah, I like this color. I don't know, maybe for this shade, I might actually reach for it. The formula of this liquid lipstick is very different from this. I feel like this one is more liquid. It's much thinner. It's definitely a little bit runnier, where this one, it feels more whipped in texture. I also feel like this one's a little bit more forgiving in applying it. I feel like it didn't instantly settle into, oh no, I lied. I was about to say it didn't instantly settle into the cracks of my lips. Yes, it did. But I feel like this tone has more of a pink to it. This is definitely more of a peach undertone, and I always prefer a pinky nude lip. So this color definitely is calling my name. It's very reminiscent of some of my favorite Charlotte Tilbury pinky nudes. I really like this shade a lot. I just know that this formula is not my favorite. Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna throw some of this NARS right over the top. I feel like this is a little bit more mauve-y pink in tone. I feel like if I wore these two together, I might get the longevity that the liquid lipstick would offer with a little bit of the comfort of the satin lipstick formula. I just have a really hard time with a flat, completely dry liquid lip. It makes my lips feel uncomfortable, and I feel like they're aging like little raisins drying in the sun the longer I leave the lipstick on. But we've got some reds to do next. Let's keep going. So when I saw that this lipstick was in the set, I knew I had to get the set. Now, I could buy this lipstick on its own, but there were enough other things here that really kind of tickled my fancy. Made me go, you know what? Let's try that. Give me more lip set. But this is a long time love of mine. I hadn't had it in my collection for several years, but I remember buying it 2, maybe 3 times. This is one of those sheer red lipsticks, and you know how much I love a sheer red, that I wore for years and years and years. This is Ilia's Tinted Lip Conditioner in the shade Arabian Knights. I feel like little baby angels are singing right now. It feels so good. Okay, so it's very sheer. It's very comfortable on the lips, especially after doing a liquid lipstick. This is exactly what my lips needed. Now, if I'm looking at it, I feel like it has just a hair more red to it than Lipstick Queen's Medieval, but I feel like they're on very equal footing. And this lipstick, I have had it in the past. I do love it. And every time I'm looking at the Sephora website during a sale, I'm like, do I need that Ilia lipstick? Do I need that Ilia lipstick? But because it is so close to Lipstick Queen's and Medieval, I was like, no, I have something that's very similar to that. But you know what? I'm glad to have it again. It's such a good lipstick. If you're afraid of reds, This might be the one where you can dangle your toe in the deep end of the red. You know, we're not talking it's like a flat out, full on opaque red, but it's really soft, comfortable. It has very much lip balm vibes. This lipstick is, I feel like, the great versatile red, where it's not too much. It's not like fully opaque, like, you know, you need jingle bells coming along, you know, playing behind you as you come in with your bright red lipstick. This is just like the perfect red. It's comfortable, it's creamy, it's moisturizing, it gives a hint of a tint, it's not too much. I feel like this is the perfect lipstick. If you've never found a red that you would like, you might actually really like this one because it's just enough and it's not like in your face. This next lipstick is from Makeup Forever. There's no sticker on the bottom. What shade is this? Let me read the box. Hang on a sec. This is shade 402 Untamed Fire. I have shade 400 from Lipstick Forever. I think that these are really beautifully formulated lipsticks, but I don't have this shade, but I wonder how close it is to 400. Let's put it on. Oh, this is definitely a little bit more orangey red, a little more tomato. This is a great lipstick. I like, it's smooth, it's comfortable on the lips, it's opaque. I think it needs like a layer or two to get like full on opacity, but that doesn't bother me. It doesn't feel heavy on the lips. It doesn't feel like it's a thick layer. It feels very lightweight. It also feels moisturizing. So this is more of a cream lipstick formula. It's not matte, but it's really, really pretty, but it's not like super shiny. The other thing is it is more on the warmer end, more of an orangey tomatoey red than it is kind of like a blue red. But that's okay. I love me an orangey red, and this one is fantastic. The next red is KVD. It's their lipstick in the shade Outlaw, their everlasting liquid lipstick. You know what's funny? They put this one in the Sephora Give Me More lip set a lot. What's really interesting about this is it has like a little line through the barcode here, which made me think that this might have been one that was for sale, like in the little mini section, and it's still branded, if you can see that, as Kat Von D, not as KVD Vegan Beauty. So I feel like this might be the end of trying to get rid of all of that Kat Von D. Since I already have another one, I'm gonna leave that one sealed and share it with a friend. But let me put this same shade on for you. One thing I've never liked about this is I feel like the doe foot is, it's hard to get like a perfect line. And since I don't have 22-year-old lips, I have to be really careful. And this is not the most precise applicator for being really careful. That's about as good as I'm going to do with this. I feel like this one always dries just a little bit darker than it looks in the tube. Maybe I'm wrong. It feels like it's just a hair, like just a little notch darker. But I know that this formula is not one I prefer. Like, there's the new one and the one that I pulled out of my declutter box. I've been decluttering and I forgot to have friends come and pick through my makeup, and then lockdown hit and I'm like, this makeup's just sitting here and I can't do anything with it. So I knew I had one of these somewhere in like the depths of the box right down here underneath my table. It's a beautiful red. Now, if you like liquid lipsticks, this is one of the first really good formulas out there. It's still too drying for my 45-year-old lips. I think the color is beautiful. And if I could get it to stay looking like this and not be too uncomfortable, I might actually wear it more because I like the feeling of not having anything on my lips, because it feels like there's literally nothing. I felt like this one was a little sticky when it didn't dry down as quickly, and this one also is not settling in the cracks of my lips. And I felt that both the Too Faced and the Stunna Lip Paint, and maybe it's because they're nudes, they just looked more obviously like they were settling into the lines and the grooves of my lips. I feel like this is a much lighter weight formula. It is a really tricky, I don't know what, maybe it's because it's such an intense color. This applicator doesn't do me any favors. I have to be really precise. I was about to pull out a lip brush. That's how hard it was for me. But the color is gorgeous. I don't prefer this formula. The part that really kind of makes me laugh and go is the fact that it still says Kat Von D. But let's move on. The last shade that comes in the box is from YSL. It's the Rouge Couture shade number 1. Ironically, this is another one that I have a full size of. I am going to save this one for a friend. I know exactly who I'm giving that to. And the reason I have this full-size lipstick, this is the Rouge Pure Couture #1. I got a mini like this in a Sephora Give Me More lip set. And when I finished it, I've gone through 2 minis. This is like my first full size, but it's a beautiful red. This is such a sexy red lip. I love this so much. And I'll tell you, after trying on 3 separate liquid lipsticks, this one is so creamy and so comfortable, and it's got a beautiful shine to it too. So it's a great one to end on because it's super comfortable. It's a creamy lipstick. It has a nice, soft, kind of buttery feel to it, not in a greasy way, but in a comfortable way. Knowing I've worn this lipstick a lot, it's one of those that wears really well. It fades nicely and evenly, but it's also, I don't really find that it kind of like goes everywhere. I usually do wear, when I'm wearing reds that are cream lipsticks like this, I usually do wear them with a lip liner, so maybe that helps kind of contain it. But this is a really beautiful formula, and I've liked it enough in this little mini guy that I purchased the full size. I think that says a lot. But then again, remember, I'm your red lipstick lover. I totally forgot to do swatches. I wanted to do those for you. So here they are. This is the Patrick Ta. She's independent. This is the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in Unbuttoned. This one here is the Satin lipstick from NARS in Tolede. And this one here is sold out. It's the matte lipstick from Too Faced. Then we're down here to Ilia Arabian Knights, that beautiful sheer red. This is the Makeup Forever number 402. This is Outlaw from Kat Von D. It's their Everlasting liquid lipstick. And then the shade that I'm wearing right now is the YSL Rouge Pure Couture in the shade #1. Mwah. Love this shade. So I feel like out of all of these guys, like these 2 colors here in the nudes, the one from NARS and the one from Too Faced, are more in my wheelhouse. But I really like the formula of the Patrick Ta. That's very interesting. I don't really see myself reaching for Unbuttoned from Fenty unless I mix it with other things, because the shade and my dry lips won't play well together. But this would be one that I would lip liner this and maybe a more hydrating something over the top. That might really help it out. I can definitely see myself combining these 2 shades right here because I really like this one, but it's too dry on its own since it's a liquid lipstick. All right, so we already know that the shade Outlaw is beautiful, but I don't like Kat Von D's Everlasting liquid lipstick formula. I'm gonna pass that one on to a friend. In love, in love. And my heart is like doing cartwheels of joy. I love having this. And out of just sheer curiosity, I want to swatch it next to Lipstick Queen's Medieval. All right, so this is Lipstick Queen Medieval, and this one right here is the Arabian Nights. I feel like Lipstick Queen is a little sheerer and a little bit more red. This is slightly more berry toned, but still, I mean, it's really, they're very similar. If you didn't know, this lip set costs $45. It has 4 nudes and 4 reds, 3 full-size products, and the total value, if you were to buy all of these things individually, would be $124. Now, I definitely feel like I got my full-size $45 price out of this. I have definitely 2 full-size lipsticks here that I know I'm going to use a lot. I'm going to use the Patrick Ta and I'm going to use the Ilia. Those are really super exciting for me. I definitely know that these 2 mini reds, well, I guess one's a red and one's a nude, I'm going to use these a lot. And I'm most likely, even though the formula is not my favorite, I live for this color in Sold Out. Oh, Sell Out. So I really feel like there's a good chance that I'm going to cocktail this with something a little bit more comfortable, with something else from my collection, because the color is beautiful, even though the formula and my lips don't always get along. Now, this red lipstick I love and will give to a friend because I already have a full size of it, and I live, and this would be like, because I love you, you must have this red lipstick. Let it transform your life. So yes, I feel like the 2 that were definitely not for me, the one from Kat Von D and the Fenty, and I don't know that it's It's just that shade. I would really, really be interested if had they put the Stunna Lip Paint in the original Fenty Red in here. That might have been interesting. This set is smaller than I remember the Give Me More lip kits being. Am I wrong? Because I remember I didn't buy one last year. I bought the one that had some lipsticks and some glosses. It was kind of like a tear apart. You could do, you know, the glosses for one person, the lipsticks for another. The year before there, I remember there was a set that had, was there like almost 12? Like there might have been 2 full size and 10 minis. I don't remember, but they weren't all wearable shades. I feel like these are all wearable shades. If you like nudes and if you like reds. Yes, that is the caveat. But I feel like, knowing myself, I love red lipstick with my whole heart, and I really do love nudes, and I've really found some nudes that work really well for me. And I'm willing to step out of my red lipstick comfort zone, bright lipstick comfort zone, to go for more nudes. And I feel like that you've got a really good selection in here. I would love to know if this set is of interest to you. I would love to know if you've purchased this set. If you have some of these lipsticks, but you're like, I couldn't use that many, but I do have that one and I love it. Or I tried that one and it definitely wasn't for me. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, does red lipstick scream holiday to you? Red lipstick screams like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like all week long to me. But then again, you know, that's the kind of gal I am. Anyway, thank you for watching today. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are you getting it? Did you get it? Is it not for you? Are you not a red lip person? Do you only wear nudes? Do you only wear glosses? You get the point. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. Have an amazing day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.